Well, the WWE 2021 Royal Rumble has just ended, and what a fantastic show it was. Top to bottom, this card lived up to the hype and surpassed it, in my opinion. I really enjoyed the entire thing, top to bottom. But we're going to go over the entire card here. The kickoff show, we saw Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax challenge Asuka and Charlotte Flair for the Women's Tag Team Championships. And we saw new champions crowned when Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeated Charlotte Flair and Asuka after Ric Flair came out and distracted Charlotte Flair. Then Lacey came out, Ric Flair handed her a weapon, and when Charlotte Flair had the figure 8 applied, Lacey popped her, allowing Nia Jax to get the tag in, drop the leg, and then pin Charlotte. 1, 2, 3, crowning your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Then the pay-per-view opened up with the WWE Championship match. Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre. Now, I don't know what a lot of people were expecting out of this match, but it was exactly what I thought it was going to be. All of Goldberg's matches, pretty much all of them anyway, since he has come back, have been nothing but finishes, spears, jackhammers. That's literally it. Not that he did much more than that back in the late 90s, but there was a couple of other things that he would do in there. But there was a few Claymore kicks, there was a few spears, there was a jackhammer, a very physical contest. But in the end, we saw Drew McIntyre defeat Goldberg, and I'm extremely happy he did defeat Goldberg and get that 1, 2, 3. Going into this match, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I didn't think Goldberg came back just to lose just like that, and I was hoping that Drew McIntyre wasn't going to lose the title going into Mania. So I wasn't sure what the finish was going to be. I thought maybe The Miz might get involved and cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I thought there might be a run-in, some interference, something, but nope. Clean match, clean pin, Drew McIntyre over Goldberg. The next match, we saw Carmella take on the boss, Sasha Banks, for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship. This match, I thought, was very good. A great back and forth match, and I really enjoyed the finish of this match. Carmella had Sasha in the code of silence. Then Banks came off the top rope and Carmella hit her with a super kick. Great move there. But in the end, we saw Sasha Banks hook up that bank statement and Carmella tapped out. And still your WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, the boss, Sasha Banks. Then we have a backstage segment between Big E, Xavier Woods, Sami Zayn shows up. They're just talking about like conspiracy theory that what Sami Zayn's got going on recently. And then Kofi Kingston shows up, scares Sami Zayn. Xavier Woods hits the line, all jokes aside, and then pushes Sami Zayn aside. Then we get a performance by Bad Bunny. I had absolutely no idea who Bad Bunny was before this week. I had no idea he had a song about Booker T. Didn't know any of that. So if you're a fan of Bad Bunny, did you enjoy that segment? I had no idea who he is. I still really don't know who he is. But it's cool for Booker T to have a song named after him. Can you dig that, sucker? I always want to do this, but that's John Cena. But up next, we have the Women's Royal Rumble match. I will go through all of the participants that were in the match. In order, we had Bayley, Naomi, Bianca Belair, Billie Kay, Shotzi Blackheart, Shayna Baszler, Toni Storm, the returning Jillian Hall, Ruby Riott, the returning Victoria, who I was a huge fan of back in the day. Such a big Victoria fan. Then we have Peyton Royce, Santana Garrett, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, who was my pick to win it all, Charlotte Flair, Dana Brooke, and the returning Tori Wilson. Ric Flair? But then it's revealed that it's actually Lacey Evans. At number 20, we have Nikki Cross, and then 21, another surprise in Alicia Fox, who would go on to win the 24/7 championship in this match. R-Truth ran out at one point. All of the participants in the match were yelling, "Wrong Rumble, wrong Rumble." But he got in the ring, and Alicia Fox was able to get that 1, 2, 3 and capture the 24/7 championship. Then we have Mandy Rose, Dakota Kai, Carmella, Tamina, Lana, Alexa Bliss, Ember Moon, Nia Jax, and Natalya. It looked like at one point Alexa Bliss was going to summon the Fiend, but she got eliminated before that could happen. And after Alicia Fox got eliminated, R-Truth rolled her back up and was able to recapture his 24/7 championship for the 700th time. I don't know what it is, but honestly, it's a lot, and I loved R-Truth. I love the 24/7 title. It's hilarious. Fits him perfectly to a T. But in the end, the final two were Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. And Bianca Belair did it all. Just like in 1992, Ric Flair entered at number 3 and went all the way to the finish, winning the WWE Championship. There was no championship on the line in this match, but Bianca Belair also entered at number 3 and went all the way to the end, winning her very first Royal Rumble, securing her ticket to WrestleMania. I wonder who she's going to face. Raw title, SmackDown title, NXT title. What do you think? Then we go to the announcer's booth there with Peter Rosenberg, JBL, and R-Truth comes out and takes Rosenberg's chair from him. And then you can see in the background Rosenberg signaling. And I was like, he's calling for a referee. Sure enough, calls for a referee, rolls up R-Truth, and wins the 24/7 championship. So as the Royal Rumble goes off the air, I thought for sure Truth was going to get it back at some point. But as the Royal Rumble goes off the air, Peter Rosenberg is your 24/7 champion. And then we had a match. I forgot to take notes during this match because it was so good, but I did end up writing some stuff down afterwards. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens in a last man standing match for the WWE Universal Championship. And what match of the night, easily early contender for match of the year. What a physical contest this was. These two pulled out all of the stops. How good has Roman Reigns been since Roman Reigns returned? There was a couple insane high spots with Kevin Owens jumping off he got thrown off the WWE Thunderdome, and then he jumped off a forklift. Just crazy spots in this match. Got ran over by a golf cart at one point. The first thing I remembered about that was like WrestleMania 17 when it was like Kane and Raven and somebody else in a hardcore match, and they used the golf cart in that match as well. But the end came when Roman Reigns was attached to this pole. He was handcuffed to this pole. Kevin Owens was down. The referee was counting, and it looked like, and out comes Paul Heyman, which looked like Paul Heyman was supposed to be easily be able to unhook Roman Reigns from this pole. But there was a match inside of a match. Paul Heyman in the key versus the lock on the handcuff. Kevin Owens had to stand up to break the count, and then Roman Reigns had to stand up while still handcuffed downwards while Paul Heyman was struggling with that key. Eventually, Paul Heyman got the key to work. Roman Reigns got up, caught Kevin Owens. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Kevin Steen tonight. Caught Kevin Owens in a guillotine, choked him out. The referee counted to 10, and Roman Reigns successfully defended his WWE Universal Championship. It was the 21st it was the 21st time a championship was defended under last man standing rules. Can you name the other 20 times it happened? I can't. I'll be honest. There's a lot of wrestling facts and stuff I can spit out. That's not one of them. But I'm definitely going to go back and look because I can't even think of 20. Even after they said that, I was thinking about it. And I'm like, I can come up with like 2. But I couldn't think of 20. But man, what a match. Roman Reigns probably going on to WrestleMania to defend his Universal Championship. And then we have the Men's Royal Rumble match. And what a great match this was. Not near as many returns, I don't think, as the women's match. I thought the women's match had more surprises than the men's match had. Still really fun, but I don't know. With Royal Rumble matches, I really enjoy like the returns or the debuts of someone special. Like I know you can't do AJ every year, but you can do something or somebody. And they did have a few cool ones. So I'll go over the participants here in the Men's Royal Rumble match. These are in order. Starting at number 1, Edge, then Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, Mustafa Ali, Jeff Hardy, Dolph Ziggler. And this was Dolph Ziggler's 14th Royal Rumble match, putting him at second of all-time Royal Rumble matches, only behind Kane. Then we had at number 7, Shinsuke Nakamura. And then at number 8, Carlito, who actually got to film a match of Carlito's like a year and a half ago. Great dude. Nice to see Carlito back. And man, was he in some great shape. We had number 9, Xavier Woods, Big E, John Morrison, Ricochet, Elias, Damian Priest, The Miz, Matt Riddle, Daniel Bryan, and then Kane making his return in the Royal Rumble match. His 18th Royal Rumble appearance, number 1 of all time in Royal Rumble appearances. Then we have Baron Corbin. At one point in time during this, Bad Bunny came out and caused The Miz and John Morrison to get eliminated. Then he did a dive off the top rope, which I thought for sure he was going to land on his head, but he did make it, so that was all right. But yeah, Bad Bunny getting involved in the action. Then we have Otis, Dominic Mysterio, Bobby Lashley. Then at number 23, the Hurricane. Christian at number 24. Didn't expect that one at all. Very cool to see Christian back. Also in great shape. Then we have number 25, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, Sheamus, Cesaro, the returning Seth Rollins. First time he's been on television, I believe, since Survivor Series. And then number 30, Braun Strowman. And your winner was Edge. Edge eliminated everybody. Michael Cole is like, Edge is going to WrestleMania. Then out of nowhere, Randy Orton hooks up the RKO, drops him. You think Randy Orton's going to win his 3rd Royal Rumble, but nope. Edge reverses it, tosses Orton out, and Edge is going to WrestleMania. I think Michael Cole said he won the Royal Rumble as well 11 years ago to the day. So that would have been the 2010 Royal Rumble. But overall, fantastic show. I absolutely loved it. I think WWE crushed it tonight. Everything, there was nothing I would have, there was nothing I didn't enjoy about tonight's show. There's nothing, was like, there's some things you can watch and you're like, why'd they do that? Or I didn't like that. This show, top to bottom, absolutely fantastic. They knocked it out of the park. And yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, on NXT, and SmackDown this week. Is it still SmackDown Live? And SmackDown this week on Fox. Very excited. I hope you enjoyed this Royal Rumble live reaction report review. What else can I call it? It's going to be the longest name ever. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with your next WWE pay-per-view in a few weeks, a month. I'll see you soon.